ahead of 2012 elections okoka all die be die MPP supporters nyina fa kasa ne say kasapa and na che say womode constituency bi abegura mu bia womode eyesa all die be die no womode gi omo na. But at the end of the day nanado ba bonten ebeka say onya yanka na say kasa no na nanka wanka okan say all die be die pa de se akwanya biem po ba beto ma na nya de obeka say kasa ne biem ti sabere no mo anam madwen say kasa na kasa pa no mo so ede na mo beka sabere na mo nyina na mo boje ne so eti sabere na mo ana mo kasa no eye kasa pa no mo ede na mo beka basa intellectual analysis ne ye no follow yen ko Facebook live neat 100.9 FM neat 100.9 FM ye intellectual analysis amemo me din chiro me din de Mark Jerry OSEI AGYEMAN TORCHLIGHT any Jumedie no nti na ma fa me TORCHLIGHT no ene ye analysis me special guest o Jumedie no so oye the Volta regional organizer at the new patriotic party kwasi boja wa ha enche me ne be sha se ye be di nkomo ye be di from antem nkomo Volta regional organizer at the new patriotic party Emmanuel kwasi boja owo fia ha ene ne ba be di nkomo so ho na ye analysis kakra it is abrena nanado kan all die be die ya mumu bi modi eye duawa edutuama no modi ye the partisan political mantra some account of politics in the aboninim na mo ye the partisanship ni wuramu a the partisan nature of ya manyo seminar ye no ne ye di wuramu na ya say no ye di wuramu na ya say no poto tan so ti ase it is happening no bi ani age. Oh, and another account that be dying, so what? Another account that be dying, and one year the AGYEMAN. Hey, they say 2012 election, the all die be die before almost 99% no be subscribed to a all die be die. No be subscribed to it. Thought you see. But later, Candinino, about Bontin who said there be all die be die now, okay, you know. Oh, we are nananka wanka. It is per Candinino no casano. On the crown we say na enye kasa pass abreno. Na SSO kan ti mu ana mo ye chitafo na mo ye partisan politics na gullibility ma avoid the gullibility na mo ma ye gullibility ni gura mo no mo na mo beka de. I'm asking you questions mo na de na nanka mo beka no sometimes no amanyo se mu amanyo sem na ye no aya na ye ya sabia breadu se ye mu bi yansa twofo so ana sometimes no ye so difo ye mu bi ye be wawa no ma bi ani no mu for na timate o mo ho ase o no ma bi ho che former president John Dramani Mahama nisem bi o kan ye o say I have now learned my lessons. What lessons? It time wa ba mu na just say wono na bibi nkoyie won bana woman edi na chi obi ase don je die ma memu de bibi akoyie se bibi akoyie a na ke ba ne se na je die beba abontin hu say hey Seta ma no ya president na bibi nkoyie. Eti safo no mo na mususu se na bibi akoyie. Aje de metwa ne ho abeka se afa ne wasua ne lessons. Oba on repeat mistakes bi a oyeye on repeat biem. Eye mistakes ben ya and de menu mienu yenim. But it tells you say bibi ekoso wo je de ma memu mu a. Ono akasa hu se na ankoyie. Eso sabe so no bia se bibi ekoyie. Obi akase bibi ankoyie edia bibi koye bibi nso ankoyie na de ankoyie no hwan na beye bold wa amanyoko ni mo betimi aka gullibility bibia ya beka bia na edi akire bibia bigiri se JDM one of the things JDM bigiri so benu no ho wo ho ene se okoka se eye teacher trainee ene nursing trainee allowances or the presidency kura to so oya de nkura ontua Sasa me se JDM ene osenya kwai pa se JDM sa ba be mampani a menya sure so be kasa asem ni bi I'm telling you menya sure se JDM be kasa asem ni bi politics partisan politics of gullibility te BBC a yemma akire gie nhwe enye se wo de wo amanyokom nti na wudi akire jong I'm provoking you to avoid that gullibility na yedura eye partisan politics mo no Amajoko na wo mu no sa wo opposition sa wo aban mu eno nkire se bibia ebesi bia no de enkonko a apart from say say emfiri obi de mefiri wudie mu nko ade bibia ye no yen chichire oman sa yen chichire oman sa enti sa gullibility na ye de wura ya manyo semu no ye partisan politics na mom ye nyimfrim ye sa partisan politics na mom ye nyimfrim because amanyosem ne ye no ye na ye de chichire oman no oman ni ko ye na me no mienu ye nyina ye die no ebi so ye so asa oba enwadwen se ye be ne saa ye betena mu saa oman ga na ni ba bia ye bedi akire ene hwede asi e wotakrade de asi wotakrade eche se nsam no medi akire na maye confused sa nyinsen na obi ebetimi di nyinsen adadom mamu ni nyina saa obi sa bayu a wanya 28 years ni fie kwa ese 28 29 be no pode e de on won 20s na odi nyinsen ebetimi adadom mamu ni nyina nsam ekoso otakradi enam so ma regional minister nti so bambafo so betimi ya nhwehwemu na womo the statement abeto abonte a won betimi de adadom mamu ni nyina na de aye bisani o bambafo hwehwemu no won betimi ya ye na womo abiemu enehwe statement amaking kan ye awo mo no show no so na bambafo yi ebetimi ya menye hu se enti de omde beto abonten eya dada asem enyina so nimu ana enti doctor ni bia ono anim said the profession or your medical practitioner obetimi ya gina eye ni patient bi ho na ne report o de ba beto abonten no ebeye se eye adada na binu amabisa mo sa question say mind you the aye kan say the ekoso otakrade no Emma yen discuss no with the partisan politics na yeta yen no. Mom yen partisan politics in femfrim. Na asem no yen hwa asem ni yie pa. Sa when you confused dia. Me Maggeria metie ma ye confused. Madwi ma me kesrene ma ye perplex. Confused no cry understatement. Ma ye perplex. Etese madwi ma me kesrene. And then follow seminar, follow series of interviews. Yera Gabio Trida, sorry. Yera Kwabino Trida Comensa. Honorable Takradim Rashebijani. Onowa Suna the Western Regional Minister. Wababa Bekasa was su dria biem. Sa onunu dientu about Bontemba Bekasa yeno. Or Trese kidnappings bi eye fake akoso won mpesua no so dodo kidnappings bi wo ho eye fake akoso won mpesua no so dodo enu nti we ni beto abonten se eye fake no na esese oya ne tentem de beto abonten na engu ne mantem no ene ne mpesua no so hu fin analysis ni ye yo analysis ajeje tie ne yie pa ma bon sam ne tofa na me de ma ase kidnappings no one person no so the constituency ni mo no especially anase western region mantemu ho no kwanya se kidnappings no akwakwanye bibie ewo ho enuti na so orahye na oba bonten na oba babeka ebra oka se anonya information said the aba beto dwa na ye fake where the regional minister ne somebody atudwa ne semni bia waka enono it was sudua tepe the reporter ne saka na wiya wakasa kasai kasafidie bi so sepe the reporter ne saka no na eye fake Yenria Josephine were faking the pregnancy. the reporter Nensaka. Police force wa yenhwehwemu. Na sa what kind police statement na? Womo kra se womo ni Josephine akasa o. Police force womo ni Josephine ekasa. Womo so kire series of investigations a womo ye ansa na womo the statement no babeto abonten. Series of investigations a womo ye ansa na womo the eye statement eba. 24-hour operations sa womo eye. 24-hour operations womo ye. It's now womo so de womo de edi aba beto abonten. Womo kire se pe the information womo rely heavily womo rely some information heavily from the medical experts and medical practitioners kire se Josephine enya ade a onyem. Womo kan plane womo de atudwa. Womo de atudwa. Say the ababeto dwane say nipa miensa kra na womache woma womototo woma no. As I speak with you, obey Josephine ni kunu ka ho bi. And womototo woma no. Abusua no so ade na womoka. Abusua no so kire se womode hia enyem. Josephine se munim a womoye entaafo. Oba baako, bema baako. Josephine womoye entaa. Na ne kakra na oye bema no. Ono no si Josephine eba eye ne maame ho no. Okwa adwuma a ode ne key ede ma Josephine. Se Josephine enyi ne key ne nto wodo firi adwuma ba. Baba beje. Itu ono so okwa adwuma o mantem. Itu oba no akọ Josephine ho. Okwa di ne key. Ebi ho obekọ na Josephine da ne dan mu. Eyo ono no kakra ne dan mu ho. Ekwa na Josephine da. And the football so to the extent so to me catch and say we funu de sondodo iti aya kata so me pese me hu sana ne kakra ne kan Josephine omo yenta sana ne kakra ne ka Josephine papa ene Ghana muntie so Josephine ne papa okasai ebra pia dankwa ye correspondent eko eye wo mu fie ho Josephine papa ekasai to no de odenisem ni nyina no ede manyame na ne ba no enyem ye analysis so hope you are following what we are doing enti de aye bisane say so yanhwe ne yie na ye draw hasty conclusions na somebody yanka ne yie a efa hin ne de be kwakodru because they say the biggest question is say why and they can cry. Why and they can cry. Why the any yemfa? Why at the end of GD say, as I said, yefa. Wakasa we are Ghana, are you not confused? Are you not confused? Yafa post for dear. Post for dear no. Ehun insusuanso na enam so ma regional minister beka ye iti ye de mi ka boma me na ye baako ana Josephine abusua na wama bonua enua wama boro no snaps uza no pa no na meka bibia kyerɛw se mate se abusuafo no wamo se wombe buru nua anopa no ebra me hye mo no show na se enua bɔ ba so ene statement ni beto mu kra de na se ya asɛm no why de ne yemfa. Who is telling us the truth? He say ye hu de ekọ. Hospital la ye nua Josephine ekọ ye. When was the last time I visited a hospital no? Well, they say in some no I dija. Iti ye di akire. Na me dia futu ba ko pe na me de ma. Se dia asem na ba beto ho no. Yen discuss no devoid of hasty conclusions. Mama yen cancer no bi ankyera na dwen. Na mom mama yen pentem emuaten. Police for Babonti abeka say wo mo pe the second opinion. E afa eyo Josephine. Say wawo ana say onwe. Oba wawo. Ye nyina ya ware ye yere aya wo. Oba wa sabe manimu nase. Still, aya na bibi free hoba. Within a period of about 21 days, na watch me and say di anymore. In 6 weeks. Okay. And then I want me nimu ye kure kan 6 weeks. 6 weeks be producer ono wa bi mu. Me wo ya no way, but ono no kra bi mu je me. O say 6 weeks. Aja dianya a obehu bibi wonase. Eti ano no e say take yen. How many hours? How many dates? How many minutes near the hu? No for bibi ane no fu mu ana. Ensuo bi animu. Oba wa se bibi esuo ema wo mo no fu susua. Wo mo no fu susua kra no. Oba bu autum se no fu no yanketenkete. Nketenkete. Se no fu no de ye wa kese wo ho kama. Ye onkete wan so wo ho. Na wo mo no fu no susua mpo. Se wo mo wo a ohu se bibi efri no fu no mo ba. Josephine nso minya abotre kwhwe no nofo. Ne pictures ne ba ko mehwe no nofo. Am so oba onofo kakra. Iti bibia afiri mu amma. Me analysis ne bia no. Analysis ne bia na pious me ye no. Iti bibia ne nofo no mu ana. Bibia ne nofo no. Ana nofo no mo pese me Jerry na me mbehwe. Say nofo no doctors need to me nhwa no there no problem because me wo ho. Metimi I examine no kama ameme hu say bibi wo ma na bibi anim. But on the more serious note, momeyen obi ankyere na dwen. E ma yen peyem tem yen pentem mu aten. Oh anya no kra o di ntro. No, hold on. Oh police for me nyiwa mu ni well. But you hold on. Momeyen pentem emu aten. Na de tie bia asem no the pomesibre no yebe ho. Bidin de Nigeria say AGYEMAN. Pious be du ban se nebo mi chidom. One na omi obenewa. Dr. Father Dixon na one na executive producer. Pesi Abuaje mi supervisor. Na mi general manager nebo Dr. Chidom. O madaro man omo kame ho edi dwumadi. Ya de brew e we need 100.9. Dwumadi ni din ene the torchlight. Yenko na many a special guest. Ewo dwumadi ne so. Your friend Emmanuel Kosiboja. Wadwen kyerɛ ne baabi a de befa 050 372 1744 050 372 1744. Ekwana ado wadwen kyerɛ ne befa na yahwɛ ne akenkan bibia na ye de amaw. Kosiboja oye the Volta Regional Youth Organizer edema NPP. Nan youth ya now why is a youth no. Oh yeah, Volta Regional Organizer. Organizer youth ni de minimum na me ka biem de obe charge me. Edema eye NPP ya from Mantem. Kosi ya mo akwaba.
Me Joso.
Yete on kan cho.
Oh.
Abatu echi nyina se no nhia ya na.
I think we met
before
the election.
Before the election. But after elections, after elections, they didn't share then she. Now from a time to say,
sorry, from here.
And one be with you.
Eddie Adawase say, wait to me, inviting me about despite media, Nit FM ha. Ye many wundi in Kita wundi me as a Volta regional organizer of the new patriotic party in government. Meda will produce as wase. Meda with you for nyinase. Na meda Volta for nyinase wase. MPP for no more Volta nyina. Right from the regional chairman Honorable Makafi Kofi Wanya, the regional executives, the constituency officers, up to the polling station executive. Party for nyina meda obiase. Yenya akwenya we a yeti ase or asundwem ada obi ase.
Okay, obi aje also. Na kosi ya to abani we ye no from Mantem so far. Enwama ekosen ewo ho after this particular election. Looking at the performance of your party, the stronghold edema the the opposition NDC. That's what I'm saying.
Makasa Nyamakoye. Well, if you look at me performance during the 2020 elections now, compared to all other performance, to me say party ne born in home in terms of numerical strength, to me say yeko enim the boy in home of water region this time, and anyamia dom so yet me a seat in the proper definition of a water region. This time oti in Kaya home. And Pebebre Nkofo, a young Nkofo said this is the first time the MPP is winning a seat in the Volta region. And yes, sir, even when Oti was part of it, right, a winning seat 2004, 2008, and Yasambe winning the whole after Oti is carved out. And Volta, no, your boy home in terms of governance, so, like I said, we are appreciating the developmental agenda of the government of the day. Our MMDCs are doing well. Our regional minister, disabled team are also on top of the job. In general, no, we said water region is almost the peaceful place in Ghana today. And except the some time ago, but in all, no, say the place is cool. So one can buy. You saw how
yes,
the place
yes.
And Volta is cool. Everything is on its course.
Okay, good. Now, aban ayemo MPP aban. We trying any ashare your Volta region. Aban puntu nyuma or ye amanasu region be also. Osha Volta region. Monson ma benefited from the MPP government.
Yeah, sure. In all sectors of the economy, Volta is part of the government's agenda. Offer roads, we are benefiting. Every offer Greek, we are benefiting. Offer railway, we are benefiting. Into all sectors of the economy, no, Volta is part, and we are benefiting. There's no way I'm making me say Nyamadudona government way, you know. We as Voltarians, we haven't seen any developmental agenda within the region. No. In terms of fiscal policy, we are part of it. Except to say, as human beings, no, Oliver Twist will always ask for more. That is the kind of sentiments that you will hear people saying. So, way. But I would say we haven't been denying of government projects in the region. I think we are doing
MPP are buying etimi a showcase bibi of Volta region.
Yes.
Obetimi actually be a significant projects be a cost of fragmentema MPP mbotimi de musesi mobose ampa ma yibi di ama fragmentem.
Yeah, and American sir, if you take all sectors of the economy, if you take education, most of the educational infrastructures are a world region today, no. It's a credit to the party. Once the free SHS now they buy, you know. The two systems they buy, you know. Now we want to eradicate the shift system of a sort. Into all the secondary schools now, free SHS, no. Get Fund is putting up structures in all these schools, and all the schools now are benefiting from it. If you go to all the schools today, then I don't want to be mentioning names of schools, but the free SHS schools are all there. And if you go there, you send your reporters there, you see the kind of infrastructure development and projects that are going on. If you come to road, the major road Volta for you can want some Eastern Corridor Road. The Eastern Corridor Road today, in today's definition, it used to be from Akosombo, right from Temamoto Way, Akosombo Road, and then through Asikuma, and then Hohwe, KJB Road, then to Pasa, Bimbila. You understand? That is the Eastern Corridor Road. But if you are talking of the Eastern Corridor Road today, no, we are looking at from Asikuma through Hohwe, Nkwanta, Pasa, and then Bimbila upwards. If you look at that stretch of road, no, like I said, MPP government has done significant amount of that road compared to what the NDC came to do. If you look at a stretch from Ave, we have seen an improvement on that road. If you look at the Harvard Township as we speak today, maybe all the gutters aside, I can't graveling or mobile to seal it. If you look at the Hohwe, Central Kofi, Jasikan to Dodu Pepeso, it's almost done. And in terms of road, no, we are doing extremely well. Uba Volta and Ankasa, which is the capital. I only say every regional capital, no, is almost a dual carriage and asphalt road. Every capital city, Ghana. If you go into every capital city, it's only in Volta region all these years. We under this government, we've been able to start you one lane and one started the second lane. Until we are sure, say maybe by close of or middle of next year, we should be able to complete that road and have that beauty. It was a Volta regional capital, and also Enyano. If you come to sports and education, we are putting up a 10,000 capacity youth resource center. Program not delay along the way because of the COVID situation, but me assure say by close of next year we should be commissioning that project and give the Volta region and for that matter whole a facelift. If you take other sectors of the economy, agri, for instance, the planting for food and jobs, we are doing fantastically well.
Because I'm penny about pro planting for food and jobs, which 1D 1F. As a yam processing
that's in Quanta.
Yeah.
That's in Quanta.
And only a water and a water.
OT.
No water. Okay, yeah. Well, yam processing when water. Okay, good. Okay, good. It's in a which are planting for food and jobs, and also Volta.
Yes, we are benefiting.
More benefiting from it.
Yes, so there is everything within the economy. Yes, we are benefiting in the Volta region.
In the Volta region.
Yes.
And surely no, a bit me a dance a bit me translate into a appreciation to the government in the subsequent elections.
Yeah, sure. And there are so many projects. So most of the time, I don't want to be borrowing the words of the NDC when they were in government. There are so many projects at different stages of completion. I don't want to be using that language. But in reality, there are so many projects. If not because of the COVID situation now you have here, there was a putty halt on some of those projects. And by this time, we have commissioned some of these projects. But I'm sure say now that things are taking shape, by next year we'll see a lot of projects being commissioned in the Volta region.
Good. Yanni the Volta regional organizer, the MPP, and the Yeni needing community through Efa from Monte Musedia and Rama Koso Ewoho. The performance of your MMDCs in the previous era and now. Volta, Mabo Boswama, so only woman you're replacing woman free. Ain't so far. So far, as the organizer of the party in the region, Eto was saying,
like I said, I would
because my party in the region, I
will take the words from a scripture. Yes, in all things we should give thanks to God. And yes, omo aya retain omo enije. Omo so many akwenya for the first time omo be serve. And also ye enije. And so we give thanks to God for in all things. Like I said, the performance of our MMDCs in the region. First of all, if you look at the age range of our MMDCs, which means the draw now your youths the opportunity for the first time serve in government, and on him say mostly first time in government, you don't really take off easily like that. Looking at the kind of civil service system you work on the ground. If you want to go before them, once you are not sometimes you need a year to settle with the system before you take off. Most of them have performed well. If I'm to rate the performance of the MMDCs, put it all together, I will be giving my people not less than 85%. Yes.
85%.
Yes.
Mame call list anymore. Offer list na. Yawo Fanuel Kadi. Ayawo my elbow was easy.
Yeah.
Fanuel Kadi. Donko. Adaklu.
Yeah.
Replaced or
maintained.
Okay.
Yes. Solid guy.
James Etonam. Flul.
Your friend is senator.
One friend is senator.
Yes.
But for Canada, you demand the old power. Wouldn't you more the terrain?
I tell you. Also, no. Or second half player within the first term. Along the way, there were some few changes. That was 2019. There were about 4 or 3 MNDCs that were changed. Until James is one of those guys. But he did extremely well. And he went on to became the parliamentary candidate for the party. And in Afajato constituency, and he did extremely well. And I'm not surprised the president found AGYEMAN or retaining. James is a solid guy. Flolu Etonam.
Okay, also another solid guy.
Yeah.
It's I know the Afajato South District.
Yeah, Afajato. Yeah.
Emilia Emifa AGYEMAN.
Yes, Emilia is
Agotime
is your favorite.
Agotime.
That's the Kente constituency.
Okay.
Very beautiful constituency. Emilia is one of the young ladies of Maba.
How do you maintain
No.
A new one.
Yeah, new one.
It's James Etonam maintain.
Maintain, yes.
Okay, and Fanuel maintained.
Yes.
It's Emifa AGYEMAN.
Yes.
Agotime.
New. And at that constituency, this is the third.
Oh, okay.
The first period there was Honorable Didi Jokwe, not started here, and then due to ill health, and yes, the Honorable Amenya, the baby in Italiano, and so now this time I hear Emilia by.
Okay.
Yes. And Emilia is also a very solid girl. He's one of the leaders of the loyal ladies group, and they were in charge of the mobilization of the ladies into our fold. She's an organizer and she's fantastic.
Okay.
I'm sure she'll be able to do well.
Deliver on.
Yes.
Prosper Party go here. Onunso Akache North District.
Yes. Prosper was the communication director of the constituency. A new entrance.
Okay.
The previous one was Dr. Prince Amuzu Sodoke. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, son. Fantastic, solid guy. Or a solid, but I think he has other bigger ambitions. He wants to draw and give space for other people to come in. And Patu will also deliver. I know him very well. Yes.
Who would you say Patu also can deliver?
Solid. And Akachi North is the emerging market for the party today in the region. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Martin Kofiche Nyahe.
As Akachi
South, yeah.
He's a former chairman of the constituency.
Okay.
A former field parliamentary aspirant of the party.
Also a new entrance, Anna.
New entrance.
Okay.
And a local hero. He's a media personality too. Media person.
Oh, okay.
And he's solid on the ground. He's known, well resonate with the chiefs and the people. And for him, I'm not surprised that he has gotten the nod to serve. I know he will deliver. Nyahe will deliver. He's a solid guy. Okay. Well accepted by the people. Yes.
Okay. All right. Yanko said Kwashi Yomebu Angola district.
Yes. He's also a former constituency chairman.
Yeah.
Once first now Angoloni Ketane one municipality. Until about 2007, he was the MC for the 2 constituencies. And one municipality. Then along the way, Keta was carved. Anglon was carved out of Keta. So Keta remains a municipality. Anglon is a district. So he is from Anglon. So he was moved to Anglon. And President has maintaining. That is also a fantastic guy. Very hardworking guy. He's a gentleman. I know, sir. He will deliver. He will continue what he has started.
It's also a new entrance, eh?
No.
I don't know.
So everyone say maintain.
Maintained. Yes. Okay. Okay. Now, Mori Zonira. Wow.
Central Tongue.
Central Tongue.
That's,
Yeah. Terrain Idionium, Central Tongue.
That's at the domain area. Honestly, maintain. The former parliamentary candidate of the party, 2008. He has been there with the party, yes, and he's a solid guy on the ground, a party person,
okay,
and a very hardworking guy.
Okay,
I believe he will continue the good work he has started.
Divine Richard Komala Boson, municipal.
Yes. That is the
Divine, so to say. Oh, be a solid guy.
Almighty Divine. The squadron president Divine. What's that for the first time voter region? What's that? Why did? Yes. Nobody. Nobody. No, it's being few. Divine is a fantastic guy. Oh no, yeah. The current regional director of NADMO. Oh no, mini call contest. No, my PSS rival in the last regional contest.
No.
Yes, and Divine is a go-getter. I'm sure the whole central needs Divine, and Divine is in for them to do a wonderful work. I know Divine will perform very well.
Okay.
And will lift the image of the government and the party in whole central.
Oh,
Divine is solid. Oh, this is our whole water region. I bet you feel they monitor progress. Yes,
monitor the one when you remember monitor pa. Yeah, I'm so the media for one. I'm about to share the course. Internet Divine is another solid guy. Oh,
solid guy.
For your regional organizer, the Volta region MPP needing common. You did from Mantamoco Pani. I should say the normal air course or hall. And then Victor Appel. And also your whole West District.
Yes, your friend the Grassack.
Is that
Evan Grassack is a former constituency chairman of that constituency. Maintained. He's been maintained. Yes, and he was a former Grassack president, Legon, University of Ghana. And Yaka planting for food and job in Volta region.
Yeah.
That is the constituency which me use as an example. The this year which me have far projects to the extent that even more than expected. I'm telling you, if you get to West District, it's there for you to see. This is a DCR or exceptional among his colleagues, especially when you talk of planting for food and job. There's no constituency you can compare to that of West, and I'm not surprised that he has been maintained. He will continue the good work he has started.
Okay, Noble Daniel Yao Awume.
Yes, that's
Republic.
Republic. Yes, Noble is the constituency organizer. He's my organizer.
Okay.
Yes, a former TESCON leader, a deputy YEA director in charge of operations in the region. Very cool, collected young guy. He's solid for the job. I think I'm happy for the youth because I'm one. Noble will deliver. Yes.
The Noble song. Noble, your new way now.
Yes, he's a new entrant.
Okay, yo. Na Emmanuel Gemega, Keta Municipal.
Yes, Emmanuel Gemega was the former first vice chair of Keta constituency. A very young guy, also solid on the ground. He's a new entrant. Keta, so this is the third appointee in terms of an MC. I'm sure Gemegan would deliver. He's well accepted by the people. He's solid on the ground with the party folks. I'm sure he will deliver once he's approved, and I know he'll be approved. He will deliver.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo. What's it on here? Keta.
Yeah.
Keta a new entrant.
Yeah.
Anthony Avogbedo.
Avogbedo.
Wow.
Anthony.
Wow.
That's Georgia.
Anthony Avogbedo.
Yes, maintain.
And also maintain.
Yeah.
Getting North Municipal.
Getting North is our target. We want to harness that seat at all costs from Honorable Aveji. And we need an experienced politician to put the place together for us so that we'll be able to easily harness it. He did a very fantastic job stabilizing the place for us. Honorable Jamesi we need seat. I sure say in 2024, Ketu North for just as Hohwell has fallen. And Avugbedo will be the main man behind the wheeler obe putting the constituency in shape. Aside that, in terms of governance, matured, and Ketu North is an ancient constituency, and when him say such constituencies, you need to look for those that can be acceptable by the people, the chiefs especially, and Avogbedo fits and that category. He's well placed for that position.
Okay.
We are so grateful, Sir President, and maintaining because he has done extremely well there.
Maxwell Kofi Lugudo. The Lugudo.
Yes.
Okay.
He was
Ketu South Municipal.
Yeah, a former regional youth organizer. That's 2010, 2010, and then 2014.
Okay.
Yes, and then parliamentary candidate of the party 2016 in Ketu South.
Okay.
The current deputy national youth organizer. He is a deputy to Samia Uku.
Okay. Where on?
Yes.
On a deputy to Samia Uku.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Maxwell Kofi Lugudo.
Yes. So he has gone through the mill.
Hey, Lugudo na enja dan telling count. Samia Uku overshadow.
They are always behind the scene. So he's one of those types.
Oh wow.
They work by you, no. Yeah.
Geoffrey Kujo Badasu. Bando.
Yes. Badasu, the case is very interesting. 2008. Middle of 2008, something happened in Bando. And his name was mentioned.
As what?
As the DC.
One
person replacing the then DC, Adanti, Honorable Adanti.
Okay.
And Badasu's name was mentioned. But some skirmishes happened, and then the MC was retained. The DC then was retained. Today, 16 years time, he's been mentioned as a substantive MC. So you see how God works. And he's been there for quite some time. Or a teacher at Bishop Eman College, former constituency secretary, acting NHI municipal director, and today he's the nominee, president nominee for the position. And so to say he's cut fit for the job. He's well experienced, very cool-headed guy, and he will deliver. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Now, Edwin Ata Kujo.
Yes, that's my constituency.
Kujo. Your friend said, "Not die."
Yeah.
Or constituency, no.
Yes.
Okay.
It's also being maintained. He's the dean of the DCs, MMDCs in the region.
Our region.
Yes, former constituency chairman, and he's doing well.
Okay.
He's doing well. Yeah.
Divine Osborne Fenu Kwejo Northtown.
Yes. Northtown. It's a new entrance.
And it's a new one,
The current constituency secretary of the party.
Okay.
There, and he's a teacher by profession, and elder so. Yes, a nice guy, nice gentleman, and he will deliver.
Okay. Godwin Jajawa Kwame.
Yes.
South Dine
is Peki. Yes, he is the first vice chairman of the party.
Okay.
He is the presiding member of the assembly, and he's also a very solid guy. And being a presiding member of the assembly, is almost a step to being the MC or DC of the assembly. So he understands the terrain already. I think he will just move ahead and deliver for us in South Dine. Okay. Yes, Jaja is a solid guy.
Okay. Anna a year last said Kwesi Agbe.
Yes. Said Kwesi Agbe.
Sapton Agbe.
Yes. It's a strong pillar within the party in that constituency.
Oh.
Yes. He's been there for a very long time. He's an agric engineer and a party person. Well, it resonates well with the people in South Town. He'll be confirmed and he will deliver.
Okay.
Yes.
It's a more party executive said, "Dear more yes, so far you know about Kope."
Yes.
Population and housing census, yes, Volta region, and may a crowd doors who are honest, say. And only two, Jay. You know about Kope. But in any case, at the end of more party executives more year to ensure, say, a year region the confirmation processes and the betimi akoso ye di ama.
Yes, the party has a big role to play. On him say most of our members are already in the assembly via election as assembly members, and others via appointment to the assembly. And starting from there, no, you know, said these are the government choosing ones. And as I said, say, you may have your disagreement, but this is what the president settles on. We have already, this year has already ended, and we don't want to waste any further time. Nominees are being rejected here and there, and after a year, say offer another name to come and spend so much time. No, we want to start from now. Until the leadership of the party has started its own internal engagement. Name say they are putting up a meeting by close of this week or this weekend. There's going to be an execo, and then early next week too, there's going to be an extended execo to bring everybody together, and then we see how we'll be able to make sure that all the appointees go through. What is that way? No, a partnership. When you are in the Lions, there, no, was to be finding a nice way to bargain. Easy. So we need the cooperation of the NDC and their MPs. We've been so nice with them in the region, and I think this is not the time for them. Obibeka said, "I'll teach anybody a lesson." And so said they will all come together. We've been so very nice. The relationship between us and the NDC, this particular administration and the NDC, has been very cordial. The kind of politics we do, what you say, in EBA politics, the kind of politics that used to happen in the region, people chasing others here and there. I think it has, especially our tenor, The last time you saw myself and Honorable George Elo here, you were so amazed.
Very amazed.
That is the kind of relationship that this particular administration and that of the NDC have. And I think with this, going to the bargaining table to make sure that there are people support our nominees, it wouldn't be of a problem. We will get a one-touch approval for all of them, and then we will take it.
Being Shasia, one of the district central region or much Shasia or more approval. Same one day, Nyan Shasia.
Starting from
Mohono Beshasia free. Internet multi secure. And yes, sir, approval. But expectations and they saying one more abbey. What do you be and one dance here? Come on, 18, 17 males and one female. What do you be and one dance here? Come on. It's the expectations then they say ahead of years I don't when they mean what my baby.
Expectation to deliver on our promise to Ghanaians.
Microphone.
The expectations need too. The first is to deliver on our promise to Ghanaians. And then the second is to put the party together to win the next election or to break the 8. This is what we as the leaders of the party, the regional level, the constituency level, the national level, are going to make sure the appointees this time are measured with these two items. You deliver on our promises to satisfy the larger Ghanaian populace and put the party together for the next election. Those are the two key items we will measure them on. And that is basically the expectation of Ghanaians. Most of the promises that we have given, if we have left any out, you are starting almost all the promises that we have given. Some are yet to get to their maturity period. And all you need to do is to make sure that you guide those processes into that victory that we are expecting. And then make sure, our party people, your attitude as a leader, party for no bebre wo ho no nya sika no mo pe o se onu hye ne kono bi ma odi ni nkomo opese obi ehun se oni DC ni de ni nipa obefre wa wo mfa no ene na ye problem no se obefre government appointee na ni phone ringi no mfa nya sika na nipa ko ne pese obi sa maybe maybe obezo de uji fans bi keke woni kona bi mu
ebi kra na obetwe oni di pe bi kra na twa isia
na wa kire ni so no obe friend CCC obe fa na wa fra wa na wa fa we gu ni mase
o but yanom kra ne se yanom kra mpa ya nye honorable si obi kra ti ko se ba bi o minimal jerry sisi a maybe van me emergency bi ofie enti na mame rashe ko enti me ba me time kra bi ti me amadafu bi afre me Wamo wo Legon campus chese wo matwa sia we di Nigeria pa wa frɛ me Nigeria chale na and now we TORCHLIGHT nam so me kra me nam kwan so pa na me bazizi you see be and the at least
exactly and this is some of the things we expect our appointees not only in voter region but the entire country. The appointees, they should be open up to these party people. Because look, your position now occupying and now President Abode, and yeah, with certificates, now they you. It is not your Cambridge certificate or your PhD that you got anywhere in the world. No, it is as a result of the ordinary persons almost sacrifice you the last. They are kotwaba, akon, a debating Crawford. Then another don't mean the president or see obey to convince people. If you have convinced anybody in voter region to vote for MPP before, we not to me on Fendiagro. What am I saying? And see, we expect our appointees to be to omonte us here. The party people matter. Yes, they will worry you, but I was said to me that is why you are a leader. Find a nice way to meet everybody halfway. Let people have the feel of you. DC who call commission project who call Katisot. That is why we have the structures of the party from national to polling stations. Every project that happens, it happens either in an electoral area or a polling station. So other than a project, you are going to put up a 6-unit classroom block, a 3-unit, or even a borehole in a community. Party executives no more, they are not aware. And how are you going to use the campaign?
Yeah.
Are you going to use a borehole that has been constructed in your friend is Ododio
now they campaign party people
the party people, because what they see is what they talk about. It is when you are going to undertake such projects, you need to let them know and everybody will know that these are the people that government recognizes. And when people know, say you are also recognized, it goes to all our appointees nationwide. So people know you because of the fame around what you are doing. What am I saying?
Yes.
And if you go to a community as a DC, now one for me, electoral area coordinator, and through the constituency executives. So we are going to this area. I'm going to undertake a project here, and I'm require inspection. But I want my police station officers to be there to lead me. You could do police station officers way too. They will be able to brief you situations on the ground. I don't know why it is so difficult for our party appointees to learn what the president does. But when the president moves around, over the voter region, he takes briefing from the regional chairman and then the regional minister. And this you they all call police station. You don't want to take briefing from your police station executives. It's wrong. And if our people can learn these simple ways, it will reduce the pressure on the system.
Okay. Our
people will be clear in their minds.
Because a young number of grassroots, they feel neglected.
Yeah. And the neglection is not upset.
Okay.
What am I saying? It is recognition. Recognition. Officer DC, who commission project or community. Now in your speech, 2-minute speech, now you give thanks to your polling station chairman or Do you know what it means to that person? And do you know what the influence you are building in that polling station chairman alone in that community? What am I saying? What you do is that one man, a whole community who say, or no, your first gentleman in that
area.
Until Obia obey here this in Imbuano, Okohuna, or Dobeba Miho. What are you doing? You are building influence in that person.
Okay.
Until Ochina so Gina baby no say, Mo ya we maya, you bet to me the way Brema. Obian him say he has a direct connection with the DC. But this is no banner over your project. Now Kofu Diwechi from wherever you are coming from. No, Omo village you don't even regard them. Who is going to talk about that project? That's why you go to district assemblies. Offer government appointees. What is the achievement? A booklet say. And so the party people don't even know about the existence of the project they claim to undertaking. It is because they are not opening up and they're marketing the project well. And me best your appointees. Say going forward, they should make the project visible and closer to the people. Get the people involved. Let's give the people briefings that this is what we are doing, because what the beneficiaries now in the communities, and if they are not aware, say are buying a year. NDC MP, for instance, voter region, yeah, project and NDC MPs need some money. Yeah, project, but no money. Because the MP comes around and moves to the communities. The people see him, the people see her. And if you are a DC and you are in the office and you think it's all about office and signing of contract, then what are you doing? This should be able to go to the communities and talk about the project all year, the source of the funding, where the project is coming from, when it's going to start, when it's going to be completed. Get your people involved. Once you do that, the people will own the program and they will market the program there, the project there. Because the benefit is there. Wow. We are best appointees. This is what we expect from them. They should stop avoiding party people. At least these 3 years, and 2 years, you be prepared to the next election. And we want to break this 8. It is attitude that will take us there.
Wow.
Until let's show that attitude. Because attitude is key. Let's show that attitude.
Break the 8 of MPP is about attitude.
Yeah.
Voter region are ready to break the 8.
Oh. Hey, tutu ya nyama.
Sir?
Voter region. Yeah, tutu ya nyama. Yeah, tutu ya nyama. After these internal elections, you see how things will be going in the region. Yes, when we said we were going to cause away, people were taking us for granted. So voter, they didn't to me. Then we see oti. You see oti na yenya vote ni free. And this yenya vote ni oti ya carry oti out there. You are not going to get anything. We got over 100,000 votes. To their surprise, the National Party gave us a quota of 70,000. Even that, nobody thought it was achievable. Yes.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
Kwasi Boja, the organizer voter region dema NPP. Ono na ne yeno no edin komo we need 100 points now. Wadwe nkyere ba bia de befa. Ewo 050372 1744 050372 1744 mo from Mount Voter region. Kwasi Boja waka say abenyi ba ye pa de the voter region mo so de monsa can be papa ma benefit from this current regime. 80 you need not to even complain. Waka and they breaking the 8, it's about attitude. The relationship between MMDCs and the grassroots. Party penny for woman appointment, woman the grassroots. But two bomb on the two say some man changing more attitude towards that and then breaking the 8 and obey the fiasco. Because it's about the attitude that woman I can't abandon Monoma with your money appointment be who could see away. Another brilliant, very intelligent guy was your friend is saying Striker will make it in the region as the organizer, regional organizer. Ewo cry wunya bibi cry our appointment a banner an interview.
Was yenina interview serve.
It is a choice. A bit several party more.
Yes, a choice, and I've always loved what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to remain in the party.
Okay.
And grow in the party. Yes, I believe.
Yeah. Now more party grassroots no. Monoma woman him some de munni appointment bi ya. Na mum anya hwe kura no mo so mo ye party executives in the region. Aya wo mo ba mo ho ade na mo ka kire on. What are some of the things on ba ka kire mo amugidi say? E said de wato mu ne say wo bibi nyina so bi ti na ma wo de ka sa. Aya no mo ka de encho na de na mutumi e ka kire mo abotoye mba. Eye mo support.
Yeah, as for the party people on the ground there. It doesn't matter whether you are a government appointee or not. Once you are a party leader, you should be able to provide.
Okay.
That's one.
Oh, sir.
Yes. Only there once I was any boss. There were better regional organizers say. Now school fees asem. On to me spell. Now rent asem. Health related issue asem. On spell. Aside that, they tell us about the things that are going well and wrong in the party. They tell us the good news and the bad.
Okay.
And mostly no, I am Shishianti, Obianim say na opposition. It's like, intro, you are talking about Mama Kokad. Do or die. And your opposition, oh. And your opposition. Opposition, there were code words. Opposition, I'm not a caucus herself. I don't opposition, I can maybe wouldn't. But on one case, who's the dinner? Kafra otufu kakrapa but the official before obet 2 amount.
Otufu.
Oh, two. JD. I tell you, because stupid is here. Kafra already also.
Oh.
Me boy. Onim. I know he will just tell you. But now, party four will always tell you what is going well and what is going wrong among the grassroots. What am I saying? Now, in opposition, there is a certain lifestyle. Every political party lead. Opposition to say there is togetherness, there is respect. But you could do abemupe. Now I say abe some a certain pillar between the holy and the unholy. And that is where the problem always comes from. And people don't have patience anymore to listen to the same people on the ground all this while. And they will be even call you. They know you by your name. Today they are in government. They are looking for your name. I think those are the things that we need to do away with. I'm stressing on it.
Okay.
I have dealt with so many people across the divide. I'm telling you. And I know for sure, when it comes to delivery as a government, we have. If you come to delivery, if you want to put project to project, compared to NDC, we have. The only thing that can sustain us on this seat so that we can continue to liberate this country is attitude. It's attitude. I'm telling you. It's attitude. Let's show concern.
Wow.
Yeah, it's attitude. Let's be open to our people. Let's open up things to them.
They say one more feeling neglected.
Yes.
Say as a one more to my German.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let people know what is going on, what is happening.
About the Santa Crana, na akwakwa say man for what a year month more the ancient who and the pa ebia by na yet.
It's true.
If any.
Because when you and I'm a kind say there is no DC and there and a government appointee Abako Gushiano. You are dealing with DC, so let me MMDCs.
Yeah.
There's no DC Abaka Goshiana. Baby son say. Then away to me so far. On for booklet in Chiro. Said these are the projects I go to the constituency. The one Kasani executives are struggling to find out what he has done. What am I say? Yes, because there's no transparency. Ofilisa Okobiema, party for that is always the notion into they are running away from their people and they are raising the NDC other. But let's be open to the people. Okoye project no police station who informing police station for they would have been beneficiaries of that project. Who want the contract? I'll catch up contract and say, okay, me police station executives ni ensure not be jumano. Farmer mom. They should supply you water. Almost sounds you keke ma. Anya juma na we bia mom. And your attitude and you bet to media defeat the next election. It's nothing. Out your office now the contractor man obi from Accra. In Volta region. Now after contractor from Accra now the juma man. One more back constituency one only mo bia. Inti no na contractor no anya like ya. Na akology wa NDC chairman fie. Once they hold that project,
yes,
they will obviously hold that project. But if the party is involved, if the leadership of the party is involved, and then a regional secretary and national chairman Omoko cabinet, why do you think they do that? How would this year who district leveler? You don't want to engage the region, the constituency chairman and the constituency executives in your dealings. How will the party people on the ground know that these are the things that we are doing? How will they know? Regional minister, you take a decision without the regional chairman, without the regional officers. The regional executives are your kitchen cabinet. And you don't give any respect to your regional executives. And you expect the party to grow because you are an appointee. Please no. It is the party that goes into election. It is not the government. That is why if there is any mess, it comes to the party. It doesn't go to the government.
Yeah.
It hits the party hard. And so the appointees should know, say, Omwajiatum said the party gave birth to government. You know. If they want that child to grow, no, then they must not forget the mother, which is the party. So party should be heavily involved. You take the party out, you are doing your last term.
Is that what is happening in your region? Regional minister Nemuntamu to say, oh.
I think there is more room for improvement. I want to be very candid and honest.
And so to me,
yes, that is why he's the leader.
Yeah.
And it comes with responsibility. To me, I know a Jim.
Okay.
Yes. To me, yeah, I know a Jim. As I said, the president has no choice than to work with Freddie Blay and John Boadu. And so when you come to the region, you have no choice than to work with them. And so the other, yes. He has no choice. We all have to be responsible to work. Yes. And I think there's more room for improvement. Yes. Yes. And it applies to everybody.
Something is not right.
It is human institution. It is a human institution.
When was the last time a party executive is Mushi am regional minister?
Menka.
Oh.
Menka.
Now, cause I don't want to
go. Original. So shada.
Officially, party executives and regional minister.
Very soon, cry Beshabium.
It's not just a Mushianche. Less than a man.
Oh, I
2 months.
Yeah, let's say.
I feel way much here.
Oh, yes, she has a president in the bar recently.
Apart from say president about.
Also, president in the bar, there's will be a word or more position in I say, we ask at Afina, the man is settling. We'll be meeting to yeah.
Maybe a coso. Maybe a coso. But so we are the regional organizer. But when him say, "Who you be?" I was saying them region more. And I remember Obeshia, a honorable George Low, Ewaha. What can say me years back? I know some crimes and no swap. But now George Low on the sub your winimo. I just say, on Wakasa confining me say yes. Oh, Nemo say would name the terrain of the region. And you can uti. About it, crowd send him because that time so if something is not right, you can.
Yeah, and then I say a human institution. There are things that you can say outside.
Would you have wished say na command penyon best regional minister na?
I think we've gone past that conversation.
Okay.
Yes, we've gone past that conversation. What we have is Dr. Lecha. We have to work.
Okay.
Yes. You see, there is no perfect institution. And obviously, people will have their interests. People, there will be disagreement here and there. What the most important thing is, Yankasa as leaders, yet to me, accept to say, what is the goal? Why are we here? What do we want? If we are able to put our minds on that, and any other peripheral matters, it can be handled. I mean, say there are things that I'm supposed to talk about as a leader here to the nation. But there are certain things I don't have to open up on them. You understand?
Okay.
Yes. So it's not everything that is meant for the consumption of the public.
Okay.
Yes.
I say, Bibi Nko you are working towards that.
And that is, yes, that is why you swear an oath. Say, you are going to work towards the way of the party.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Mame ko Facebook na making kind messages in be a man for to the man. And Nani Prosper also good evening to the political CV of the Volta region, Governor Kosibuja. And Nani Prosper on the Facebook Live. Jonathan Ahiekpo also good job, Emmanuel. Godwin Agbeku Agbachi also I'm watching. Simba Madresta also watching live inside Kona Ayata Kona. I don't know what I'm doing. Where's it?
I'm for get to
yes, I'm for get to Isaac and Chroma Zibo says Zibo, so I'm watching. Well, it's a good evening to you, Mark Jerry, and good evening to the governor of the Volta MPP, very hard-working man for our party, John Okofuenin and Odiape. Mukaila Jonas on the Facebook Live, or say, Mark Jerry, NDC had been a great disappointment right from Rawlings to Mills. And west of all, Opana, Captain Do or Die Mahama. NDC claims that Volta region is their World Bank, yet Mahama left the region and went to the MPP stronghold just for votes. Voltarians need a lot of social infrastructure, and MPP so far has been helpful to them because NDC played lip services to Volta region. Whole MPP was real on the ground, so it's high time the ordinary Voltarian takes a second look at the NDC by leaving the party into the MPP because Mahama has taken you guys for a ride. Gideon Bogbolo. Or say what you like, more vim, cause see. Where is Mark Jerry? Billy Albert. Or say Kwasa Road is very terrible. It looks as if we the Kwasa people are not parts of Ghana. Meanwhile, the foodstuff coming to Accra through that road are very more in abundance. But the leaders are insensitive to our road. Kwasa Omoho.
So, Quantanorth.
And Quantanorth. That's Uti region.
Yes, it's part of the Eastern Corridor.
Okay. Okay. Where is it keep the good work Volta regional organizer? Where you Christian Akpachi. Where is the Ghana is on fire? Daniel from La Paz. Where is the JDM should realize Ghanaian need new era. Now Mohammed Rafi will say, I'm watching you live from a year flag or Yarifa. Na ononso edia bay yebeko eye the WhatsApp no so messages e wo ho no ebekenkan say no ebekenkan na edia ma eye yetiefo na yetiefo nso ehu eye messages no dia egbomo yane eye Volta regional organizer de ma MPP Emmanuel Kosi Boja ono ne yeno no a yeguso yene no edi enkomo e wa ha etikosi wo hye eye framantem ho. As we speak, listen about the two Johnny DM say, or you be a my say, men tell me who I said no, Miss Ramano, Muntibi.
No, not at all.
Muntibi.
The one beautiful thing that happened was before the list came out.
Yeah.
Now, regional chairman, a lot of consultation.
Okay.
And on the eve of the day, the list, number bano, he issued a statement. I think that really watered down the pressure, the intended pressure that would have created the announcement. And so after the names came up, so BI relaxed.
Okay.
Yes, and that was the good thing that happened to us.
Okay.
And I'll really commend my chairman for doing that good job. Yeah.
Okay. That is great. So far, what's the performance? My said the Anrama Kwetosen. Generally,
we are
people are complaining in San Hochiro. Purchasing power now weak.
Yes. When him say this government came at the heel of a lot of expectations, and it manifested in the kind of votes that we harvested. Very abnormal vote, so to say. What must say? You go into an election with an incumbent, or seeking a second term. Which me knocking it down with a 1 million vote difference. That's a lot of votes. And you, all these people are expecting you to do something. And now you came into a system. You are inheriting an economy of a 3.4 or so growth rate, and you are expected to do all this magic. In this, we have performed badly. We have done well, except that Ghanaians will always expect more, and we also have the capacity to do more for Ghanaians. Until the call is in place, these calls are positive. It puts government on its toes to do more for its people. So for me and for those who are calling for that legitimate call, say government should do more. The good news is that they are not saying we haven't done anything.
Okay.
Yes, and even those that we are doing, they feel that we are not doing it well. They are pointing it to us. They are Like mine, sir. Civil society organizations, they critique our programs, yet to me who where the loopholes are and correct them as we move along. It is in place that people should criticize us. If nobody is criticizing us, then there's something wrong.
Okay.
You understand? But if we have a situation where people are criticizing, then the question you ask yourself is, well, from that so-called culture of silence now, people want to portray it in the system. Say, calling people into submission, say they shouldn't talk. Okay, where from that? Because people are criticizing, people are talking. Who come in the Wabeka Wanatum? Wagana. Who bet me a Wanatum? You will talk. And run go demonstration.
Yeah.
And if people are demonstrating at this very juncture, then also culture of silence. So where from it? To say people are forcing certain things so hard on people. Intina, your director of communication, Koka said, Mahama is not the one to tell Ghanaians some more bread. They know things are not going well. They know, but how was things under your tenure? If you had continued, what would be?
But I understand a more but. So, Mahama, JDM wants to prove more MPP for the wrong.
Let's ask ourselves simple questions.
And no man, Nanka how would you also know saying JDM or Hanka no man?
So the simple questions we ask today is say Nanka Mahama was so Nanka obey napkwana Mahama was so no oteswa Nanka on the second term Nanka will he pay allowances? Nahama teswa Nanka will he do free SHS?
Already not so we're seeing the lessons.
There be certain lessons went by. The fun is like a continuity.
Now continuity, I cannot sure say or very send some of the policies.
We say, initiatives. Oh, the MBSA simple questions. 2016, Nanka Nana do San Lucia. Mahama Tuaswa. Nanka will he pay allowances? Nanka or the NAP Kobeba. 100,000 youths when your job. Nanka the free SHS beba. At least school fees are yet from parents. At source, no, omuntuabium. Nanka obeye. Nanka how will the hardship in the economy be? That's a simple question, because he is in the competition. Intina ye bisa say or twice wa. Also mo campaign say Mahama twaso. Nanka or twice wa. Will he have brought 100,000 NAPCO jobs to redeem the youth from the streets? Will he have introduced free SHS that would have occupied about over 1 million homes? Will he have restored allowances? Interoperability now, Mahama, the government, $1.5 billion. No? Baumiani, Akufado Baya, $500 million, $500 million. No? How will it have been? $200 million now. Now, somebody almost has $1.5 billion. That's the contract they signed. So you could understand how the coffers would have been depleted. So that $200 million no almost 1,500 single housing units. No, now maybe almost another loan. Somebody wait only 1,500 out of 5,000.
What are my explanations to say no man? Even progressive interchange. One more can say na and no maybe kikahona mobile yeno and a mobile yi say no man free me na mutinya. I know say hospitals become home. Many Kwame Agboja governs. So
on him when you any constituency Kota Bakukra ni ho.
Oh.
Adaklu NDC MPP nearby any started the Kota ko. On him when you na Obakra no kasa bebre ni constituency Kota one. Tapiti cry any of the roads so with the MPs they will come and make noise in Accra. On one himself hospital kawe ho. What has he been able to lobby for his people in Adaklu all these years as an MP? NDC created that district out of Agotimi. I say NDC created. Go and see the jobs that Honorable Fanuel Donko is doing. That is why he has been maintained. Just go and check what he's doing. Remember inviting Abaha or Kwame Agboja. And it is not what Kwame Agboja says. Now contract documents in any hall or no Babeka. Yeah, they're into me kind. They were building that interchange 3 tiers. They were building it at the same cost. Yaba and the Baku can 4 tiers at the same cost. That is the power of bargaining. That is the difference you are talking about. Governance, no. There are people who talk and know the value. You see, they know the prices of everything, but they don't know the value of the things they are talking about. That is the NDC for you. Someone name the prices of things, commodity, but they don't know the value of them. And so let's ask ourselves simple questions. Take all the interventions that MPP buy, and all these interventions came in the first 4 years. What here? MPP, all these interventions that we are talking and we are building on today, it all came in the first 4 years. Until let's take them from the economy. And this in Twaso, what would have been the NDC in their second term? Say Omo manifesto, so it's not going to be an afterthought. Let's go back and see their 2016 manifesto. Say Nankade almost from 2017 to 2020, and compared to what we have done for Ghanaians from 2017 to 2020. And this is was on a COVID by Ankayewu. Because we know their track record to do so Kumuaha. Peace FM. It was on their own self-created problem. But you benefited from it.
And then
oh, sir. Sir, no more.
Power purchasing agreements almost inside.
Power purchasing agreement almost
signing. They were in excess.
Power purchasing agreement almost signing to say power, whether you produce or not, you pay the people at a very high rate. Any agreement. One can say read the agreement. Were you happy with them? Say you to me signing power purchasing agreement. We are not using the power. But you see whether the person start or not, whether you produce it for us to use or not, we must pay. This is the kind of agreement almost signing to one. And this is what they want to come and continue doing for this country. These are the questions you need to put to them. Say, more signing agreements. What were you signing? Because power, no, you were excess power, fine. You were your peak period, power, you be used. You name your consumption rate. Who can now use it? Don't you know the fuel, the number of, the amount of fuel, what they call Jumaba in a week? Don't you know? And say, who was the county? Now I got gallons. So we use can't. Now I got fuel. A good gallons no matter to fear. So we can't. Just because you want to store petrol down, whether you are driving the car or not. That is the kind of economies they were doing with us in this country. So ask yourself, is that what we want as a country? Again, no. That is not Ghanaians want. I am appealing to our people. Say it is attitude now. Yeah, the chair Ghana for from opposition. That is the attitude I expect our appointees, our party executives to display in this second term so that we can break that 8 and continue doing these good things. When him say in opposition, by this time, in opposition, now we have already told Ghanaians what we will be doing. What him say? All our policies were on the lips of everybody. Up to now, NDC, they don't even know what they are coming to do. What is one policy? Mahama says this year we suyand there. This year we suyand there. Until then, one policy so far what me throw into the system say this is policy may they be breaky through and a break even policy. Up to now.
Just a matter to normal pastor. Corruption, for instance,
that's corruption. Mahama never corruption.
Yes,
come on.
Because some managing here.
I'm managing corruption here.
And Nanado, the commitment to fight against corruption. According to JDM, because
JDM cannot be a standard or no measure who is in measuring. JDM cannot be the standard. There were institutions that measure corruption perception index. And you look at the performance.
And JDM and why president paying to be because you don't know.
Obeto me who ba.
Because you too much Ghana for you too much you be who say sebe na enrome to amoto. You too much by the free sword. That is what JDM is saying.
Oh, say the asema what wakato we just call the political point. Say if there are issues of corruption, why not institutions will bring them out? I said, bring them out. Let the whole world just say this is what is happening here. What am I saying? It is not just say, oh, mama so many pay binka into ngu omo na they should go and defend themselves. That is what they want to do. If there are clear corruption issues, yes, will be a boni tribunal, the assembly tally obi and Italian so person case. That is not what we are talking about. If there are clear corruption cases, bring them out.
Jomama ba thank you to also about Framante.
Baby.
Okay, Onyama from Mantem. I'm saying another face in them say match say Obeba from Mantem. But time a president about from Mantem, we said there were some videos. They say a convoy. Now will be a dear children, na ye idea be a hamo. Say no man call viral, say o man penny casa or the nam sa brand or nam a year momentum or anya dear a hamo.
I think, sir, it's an issue that government need to take a look at. The truth of the matter is that the president didn't move from Accra with all those cars. But what here? President be do voter regional, and any regional or an itinerary. Maybe president is touring 3 constituencies in a region. Obviously, no, the kind of system we operate, no, all the appointees will zoom to the center. First of all, to receive the president. I getting it. If president is moving from point A to point B, they will all follow the president. You understand? And that makes the convoy so large, as if president came into the region with. But 60% of those cars are already in the region. These are cars that are within the region. But because president is towing a certain line, president support him. But I think, sir, Ghanaians are becoming fed up with seeing a lot of cars following president. And I think that we need to take a cue from it. Sir, president bar regions are the constituencies or the district assemblies or coding Ejumano. Those are the affected districts. No, president. All other appointees should stay put in their offices and do their work. Okay. The situation where president banner where you with your office, not be the president. First, you need to be working because president no ban no Ejumano you. Ejumano babe. And I think sir, we need to take a cue from this. And if the president enters a region, the affected portions not be kono. No partaking in those.
Commissioning sir, oba ye wo hono. So follow it. Let's say baby to Jack Rice so we commission a transformer. But then no crowd me idea no dey be tune it down.
A brody be.
I know dey be tune it down. And the crowd me program me
constituency don't know. Me constituency assembly.
Boja. Me interview the regional minister.
Okay.
Of Oti region. Yeah, Honorable Makubu. Yeah, so about one-on-one, me no ewa ha. It's a numerous say no many buy, but then in the region, but over here, yes, president a commission transformer, but then yet transformer.
Transformer.
In fact, by check commission and I commission with the Senaka, Dr. Lechakra beat me. Is it a president Bano Baba commission? Yes, your friend is saying the Lauren Parks and then the drainage. Sister, drainage
what happened? Yeah, you see the kind of propaganda we do, no. And Emma NDC for space, and on when he fame. Now, and then the second aspect too is that presidents, projects no Nobel Commission, no. I want to list so that particular one was not part of the president's itinerary, but because the president is coming to meet the president of the regional house of chiefs Wanfwega, no. Until the DC thought it wise, say, a project for the people, a lorry park, the people of Wanfwega, since NDC creative district, no, money lorry park. Now be a lorry park, no, yes, site, you know. Now there is this huge drain, I could afford a constructive drain, no. And no merge the drain with the land. What am I say? To expand the space of the park. Into this in a year where I say president and no person smuggling into for the president to commission it. But because it wasn't part of president itinerary and there is not befitting a presidential commission, the president didn't even go there at all. But yes, he came to Anfogan to meet the chiefs because the Togbe Hodo, my paramount chief, is the president of the voter house, regional house of chiefs. So he came to pay homage to him. But because the project and a BBA palace, no, near where the project is, no, it's just about 150 meters. Until the DC prepared the place there, and I want him say, also a campaign moon, you want to be retained. Okay. So he wanted to smuggle that project in for the president to just commission to just spice up the occasion. But unfortunately, that project doesn't befit the status of a presidential commission until the president didn't go there at all. A paramount chief no. And a commission. But the uncroft way.
Internet salary packs and no flyer no president and commission one
president and call crowd when jinan car back and kojina.
Oh sir.
Yes. Car back and kojina park na so.
And or transformer be na
and a transformer so there is a transformer there inti. And no matter that ko cha
a president commission transformer. You want transformer go there I did that be kra na.
The transformer is even I'm sure is even older than
normal. Me program so me shoot two side the down. Me saka nam so masa we there
they wanted you see there's they wanted to score a point say what's the Mahama commission boho ama ye hu dede sa o kro wem o man we mu ye hu dede sa so they are looking for that equality say they must get another doing a similar thing then they cannot equate say this and this so the 50 cars call commission transformer that is all they wanted a point they wanted to score but they got it wrong. Yeah, they got it wrong.
Okay, Jenny Kosuboja and Edin Komo our Torchlight so neat 100 points na mo share on Facebook mo messages and so there etemu apa etemu na ye be hwe na kan bi hwe sister no betumi release din nyina e dia ba na comments adomi pele 2 Osema Jerry, thank you for the good job. Greet Mr. Kwesiboja for me. Oh, you're very good, pa. Where your comments are me pele too. Well, so good evening, Mark Jerry. I always enjoy your program. Keep on with the good work. My name is Mame Dankwa from Kaswa. Mame Dankwa, thanks for listening to me. Well, so good evening, Mark Jerry, and to my direct boss, Chief Governor, for his wonderful remarks on appointees. He is Field Marshal, a grassroots man, and he knows everything happening in the Volta region. May Allah protect you for the good works. Where you Abdul Rafiu from Ho and Odia Bay. Where's the salam alaikum, Magjero AGYEMAN? Akwe kasawa. Achotro nsempa Isa nsamwumzungu bedase. We need the bema tadi for no mesende the amount of show. Where's the good evening, Jerry? Please. As the management of Nietzsche FM taking up the Kanao program, no, they haven't at all. About your Kanao that's so Emma maybe I'm show the so. Then maybe Tinama Name, to the Biana. I will. Where's the Mukala Jonah said, yeah, Kerry? I said, Jerry, NDC on my very disappointed to the people of your Volta region. But my far away. Okay, yeah. My kind our Facebook that I tell me that same. Where is it Ghana? Are we serious at all? From morning till now, 3 days. Police. Police and fake pregnancy and kidnapping on radio and TV all day. What about other challenging issues? Kojo Alumpo, Eddie Free, Ekon, Cape Coast, and now also Ediaba. Kosi, Mamene Wagin Chrefa, the closure of borders. There were demonstrations abain be a year as she and so from Mantemene ada a year border towns. So the big crowds we see a year evaluate, right? She and Western region. Now what we are asking is what is your take time a demonstration in the bar so Musu say border no a hammer.
Yes.
The closure no.
It is not an issue of say a water for a national problem. I can tell you, say, Mark, most of them are Ashanti business men and women. Ashanti region and other parts of the country. So, and an issue of a voter region, but it's a national issue. Now, I understand, sir, the people of Ketu South will want to demonstrate their displeasure. Borders have been closed because most of them, almost finding almost livelihood war, and on their livelihood depends mainly on activities of the border, and directly and indirectly, almost feels passing. Maybe any other person, so to say. But Mark, This issue is not an issue of partisan politics. I say a buying bit time will be no. Now, Kotokakra still there is a closer, so to say, because Sisi and Obano, Ufri Amanoni Bar, there are restrictions, there are protocols. I was Udisu, Ubedu Kotoka,
yeah,
and yes, I will oversend will chrome into Udu Kotoka and wait him now about any part of the country you want to. They be a hospital subject you to a certain requirement and test. What am I saying? To satisfy our sovereignty rules are they are too hot to combat this COVID-19. And if you are talking of opening the borders, then we must also make sure that we put in all these measures at the various ports also. What am I saying? Entry points in the country. Because we can't just open it because people are hungry. Because if you look at the pros and cons, then but let's open the border. Now, it will cost us more than to open the border because somebody thinks I was saying me didi. So if government had this conversation should be a national conversation, then I say, how do we go about it? Do we need to procure more staffs? They combat this disease, now this virus. What we are doing at Kotoka, you want land borders, so that if we are opening it, then we are subjecting everybody who comes in and go out to those protocols just as we are doing it at Kotoka. Now, the next question is, will they be ready and financially healthy to be able to make payments? Because Nigeria, if you don't call Nigeria, you'll be subjected to their protocol rules. If you come back to Ghana, you'll be subjected to our rules. If you go back, same. If you come back, Togo near subject you to their protocols. I don't know if it exists. If you come to Ghana, maybe you will have to be subjected to a test. That will come with a cost. You have to pay and go through the test. If you go the following day and come back, you must be subjected to the test again, which is another extra cost. So the question is, citizens, are they prepared or will they be ready to incur this cost
because of land borders
to safeguard the safety of the country? So it is not just an issue of common the NBA borders, no, but it is a national security issue. We need to look at it and have a national conversation and just say we are certified. And also, secondly, Togo is not a country. You better me just look at what they do and what we do. So maybe they are even doing it better than us. We trust their system than us. Even if you open the border between Ghana and Togo, we are free because maybe they are advanced in terms of testing. Do you get me? No. What am I saying?
Okay.
We cannot look at Togo and think, say, I am not running Togo down, but I am not saying, say, and I'm not sure, say, Togo is doing anything extraordinary than what we are doing here. That we can trust their system, say we are going to open our borders, land borders for them, to have a free entry and free exit. No. If our system is more better than theirs, then it means that there's no way we can just open our borders. And if you have to put the message there, it will come with cost. Are we prepared to pay our citizens? Those that are demonstrating, though politicians now leading in demonstration.
Yeah.
These are some of the things they must get the people to understand first before they take those decisions. But you see, cheap politics. I mean, so that my party also sees me working.
Your politicians now normally a demonstration at residents in a year now one more MP.
But you saw the people who led the demonstration. You know how these things happen.
And I said MP so joining in the constituency.
Now MP no who name say who MP now who could join the demonstration. Who name say borders are closed because of a reason, because of a national security reason. Who name say the borders were not closed because a government comes so on pay vote for them. You understand? The borders were closed based on a security threat to the state. Which border is open where? Now Togo nanga some be on borders.
Togo mumie. Na woman ko mu bia say be useless because Ghana ye me ye dey.
You understand? This is the situation in which we are. Even the country as your sovereignty, your sovereign country, we haven't finished vaccinating ourselves against this deadly virus. And we want to now open up Togo. And once you open up Togo, you have opened up to Benin, you have opened up to Nigeria. Because Ghana has become Ghana is no more the gateway to Africa. Ghana has become the destination to Africa. And to be there, free for Allah. You MBA import this. You MBA borders and import this. Please, it should be a national conversation. What's an expert? I am not an expert in this issue. Yes, okay. Not even a public health expert. All right. I can't go much into it, but I think the stakeholders should sit down, look at it. If it's convenient, if it's safety, our safety first. Our safety first.
Bambo Munsamo from Montamo to say, Mama.
Oh, yeah, it's okay. Yes, we are okay.
All right. And you back to you for this year now. Monso Yadoma doing my special guest, your friend Emmanuel Osiboja, or your voter regional organizer, the NPP, or no, know my special guest. You don't need come on. Because my menu will take a far a third kidnapping case. Yeah, and what's the my idea? I will follow. That's all saying.
I follow a very unfortunate situation in which we find ourselves as a country. It's a politicization of Ama and there nobody believes anybody. And I was said young Casaso young Fensia are there as a country. Matisse, it's becoming as a profession. Within that jurisdiction, say people can fake kidnapping stories. Our police for Aka said there are cases of fake kidnapping stories. They are dealing with the situation. But what must here? And there are other related ones. They are not fake. The way I had manage, Ankoye, right from the communications that came from the police first, another one that came. So they were safe. These are issues that are sentimental issues I don't even want to revisit again. Finally, yes, in Kolane. Look at where they took people from. What am I saying? Obi an Nkola ya kidnap you omo no be mo hold so Kolane di omo ni nkofuni di nkomo they are in safe hand. Then another breath you said Kolane. How do you think such families and people who right thinking society people will look at you? You understand? And also the way I are politicizing Yensemunti. Sometimes you should not say the container now carry information also your town dada. What must here? Yeah. And I think the way they handle the issue, right from the minister, subsequent information coming from the police. I think the enena no politics. But it is not good for the state. It is not good for us. It doesn't give us a good image.
As a partisan politics in a room.
Because when you listen to political actors, for instance, NDC Amaliba, so no befa. No as what will take.
And as I said, the police for
you understand? Do we have to deal with the institutions or we start dealing with political leadership?
Okay.
That is the question we need to ask ourselves. Are we building the institutions or we are building macho men?
Okay.
You understand? So this issue should have been handled purely by the police. So that if the state has a problem with the police, we deal with them as an institution. So I think, sir, privileged information now, Minister Nima disclosing media, no? If or avoid anchor, the police would have been held responsible.
Yeah.
But Minister Nusuko KB, and I said there is a conniver between government and the police.
But I was a minister interview, and then will be draw my attention. Say interview no crown won't see the full interview ni year. Minister no Eddie kind at the partisan politics in the baby realm to the extent say or can say nipa bi no mo dey play mischief. Manyokuofu bi no mo touch no mo sheda no mo yes again the first interview no have we get into and menya dadie yes be mitimi nya the full interview na minister no ene Kesman FM for kasa enti na just say something na say ono na what trigger sa partisan politics
so appointees should know, say. You see, sometimes I ask myself, oh, can I satisfy who? But ultimately, the statement you are making to the public, do you want to satisfy the public or you want to satisfy who?
Okay.
Ultimately,
yeah,
that should be guiding.
Na ebi ka say MP ni nya ya na nanka otodobo ansa all the information about you.
That is what I'm saying. Say,
okay.
Same way, no, you are privileged because of the position in which you find yourself as the chairman of RESEC.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And having gone through a similar situation before, the state of which are generating into a national and a political debate, mayor noir, he would have leave it for the police department. What am I saying? Said they should handle. This is a purely criminal and security related issue. I don't know why politicians want to be speaking for institutions which they also have their communication wings. They can deal with issues. What am I saying? If there is a political angle to it, you can come and address that. But solely this is an issue of criminality and way AC into the police should have been, and I know that the police are on top of their way.
Okay.
Yeah, the politics I don't know. But I think it should have been dealt with the police. And yet it is not an issue. And Tisiano, yes, Obimi say onyem, Obimi say no onyem. And how can we be in a country 2021? Na obinyum yenim.
Yentimi hu obi amo na
and our medical system, they can't come out to tell us the situation at hand. And we the diagram, obini medical way. Who said they should come and tell us about the medical records of the woman? What we need to hear as a nation is whether the woman was pregnant or not. Let that issue be clarified. If that is clarified, it kills the matter. It pipes the pressure down first. Then the rest can be handled with the security agencies as to how it happened and why it happened.
As somebody say, an regional minister or the 3,000 Ghana cities or no akasa no ene metino. So on no akasa ne the 3,000 cities sekoma your police for some fanto. Na sa kidnappers no. Even though say na wamu bisa 1,000 cities and on the 3,000. Oh yeah. Ain't eba wamu fan.
What informed that decision?
Aha. These are some of the questions that we ask. They say, at the end of the inform, no. A person much na ko mungi sa de the crown fam free ho na hand the region no sa no no chire mo. But meanwhile, now when the family in the crown na so konkosra family no.
Well, I'm not so minya
well, when your information I
don't want to
follow all the series of interviews.
I don't doubt you
surrounding
I don't doubt you.
Yeah.
But where I sit until I'm also privy to
certain information,
then I can
a bit my information decision. That is fair. That is fair. Okay. How you need 100 points na kwasi obasanya ko bi ma na Bolton region.
Say me 10 and you.
A band the time ben.
A band next year.
And say next year na me be say na next year na yen one year kwe.
Yeah ben hon kakra because
another position overall.
Debbie.
E den na dey so any so.
Mami we organizer and successful. Na emreni doa. I will come to you. You yourself you assess me and then I will talk to those who matter to see what will be the final. Yes.
When your national executive position we are up.
I'm not ripe yet. MPP is a huge political party, and it covers every part of the country, the world. And if you are going for a national position, then you have to spread your wings around the globe.
Okay. But region nobody obedi chinti my work.
Yeah, my member just killing work. Well.
I will yank I'll bet to organize a Germanus.
The many I will see. Yeah, whether I will have to retain.
I na amount for free for Nipa Mumrana, Mumbijina Hamamio, Nipa be fair for Sebrana Bijina baby Anna. Oh, yes, in a political in the region, I mean,
in the political way, dear.
Yeah,
interest and people who will call you and say, "Oh, you are doing well. We want you to do this. We want you to do." But the back stops at me. The onus lies on me to take a decision. And I think that when that time comes, I will take a decision.
Okay. Pius, ya ne yatie fo nkasai na Kosi Boja wa ha. Oya the regional organizer de ma NPP ono na yene no edin command. But answer na me no Facebook for no show pa na ma me hwe woman so edin na be ba no so dia na otum say ifrum patam opa. Jack myself small or say excellent delivery, solid organizer. Godwin Akpachi, or I'm watching. Simba Madresta so the Macan with the dada. I could be by how no can be. Where's the Jerry? I like your show. Kofi Sechi. On so dear bay. Na okay, the Mamiko Amado Somra 0302243540 0302243540. Yani Kosi Boja ena edi enkomo special guest on the show. Me intro eno so tadi di no baby kwanda ma nti won so hwe na wamba mbe draw conclusions bia wo de kire wadwen ho fa ho. The wako why confused and waka kire me. Remember draw conclusions bia we bua me ni we no we de me fe no ma. Eno so metima ma kwan. Majo.
Ejozo.
We di any baby akasa free.
Incoming youth organizer Okai Stout. Me di Abrewa.
Yo, Abrewa yetio.
Chair Okai Stout. Enkanka me parliamentary peace honorable Daku and Newman. Mark Jerry, in fact, Abranti no wakasa papa. Sankopon winshirano. Na me di say kwanya dada no etene. Ye mubinum ye proud of him papa. The bumpire said that actually, yes, you do be a what do no. Uncle and him, and the papa, that one and him. My jelly may call Takra in system. Yeah, Ghana home, Miss Adia, a queer pie in Yachum. Yachum, maybe you're a gift of Fulua of Fully. When you mean a Kanichi Polyclinic, a dog call fair dog call reporters examining. Boba no Kutakad. Okutakada, every day you were Koni BP, the one when you near Trotro home. Sabi mpredi asami de tem bia meka ho kana ade ekuyen eyenya atwom sabi to obanyima o Nigeria wotuwe tene obawo din 1 week ye de to wose hwehwe no ho ne hu so wawo wo be hu so wawo ana wo we we ya kwa akoya asema ene ne ya twere ha we kira to maza to aso beboa sina mbo kira mo be za to aso media be ya mo mfa to baabi na gata na sabi yi mu no yenka no ho asem eno be boa ye papa
yo better say
na tomo aya no be pato be manusi no anyumre that crowd is examining nyina no they make cancer fix the country for no be mo bia ye kire wo why
yo better say how you need 100.9 me pacho me moajo.
Hello.
Yes sir, we dey any baby akasa free. Yes sir.
Pacho, nothing.
Okay, yetio.
Jerry. And you pay a thought it was a man catch a power what call it. My Jerry, the Pacho, Nipa organizer voter now.
Volta region organizer.
Me Pancho, or see, President Eco Commission or Park, me boy.
Debbie Wankasa.
Yeah, no commission.
Wankasa president Eco Lorry Park ho. Volta there's a president and commission if you were ho. Ye oti na oko ho.
Na so oti oko no. Ohun kwan na ofa aso no. Ana ofa ewiem. So ohun kwan na ofa aso no de.
Metio.
Volta enim na agu ase. And Kufuado. And so papa ena mahama ye kwan okoka kire voter for so omonto abama no. No oba obeba be ye corridor road. Enne amawu ekwan kura okoye no hohoi. Kokoshe de ekwan nyina ye. Wow. Tese why am I against mo bedada obia ewu kurum ha. Enne wo fa eastern corridor emfa. This way ye kwan anka ye simplest way to link northern part of Ghana. So she dey acquire na ye. Wow, on the all can be say propaganda na ebi mu yɛ sɛ president ɛkɔ commission transformer. Nso wɔn sɛ ɔkɔka sɛ Mahama ɛkɔ commission borehole. Ɛno deɛ ɛyɛ nokorɛ no waka. Saa na mote ya na mote Mahama nkɔmfam atutu kɔ Burkina. Ya na ɛnyɛ nokorɛ. Nso na nsɛn ya na n'ado kɔɔ north. Ɔmo si ɔmo pɛ nkɔmfam factory. Na nka nkɔmfam ni hɔ a ɛyɛ dɛn ɛna ɔmo si ɔmo si factory.
Okay. Meda say
fertilizer gu ɛmu. Hello, Majari, hello.
Yes, sir. Also.
Me pato border no unim say border no. Unim say stone crop for kotu and bro. So onimu a me ka kire nene nti no mo the measures bi beguo no mama nkrofo na fa measures ni mu a no be possible as ne say nkrofo illegally. Say o mu twa ekoba.
Meda say
ka kire no.
Meda say no wo so wo di ade aba. Me pato ma me for from Majo.
Yeah, Majari.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Would you any baby akasa free? Okay.
I mean, person na oti in na yebom. Any ati. Majari mpato iti ya ofisi with nefi. Obi a commission transformer da. Transformer.
Me pato sad na nya no credit, you don't waste your time on it. It's kowasem so ene de medical di bank say no ama ne kora wo me program so dada. Nti ene de yemfa to baby and de nya no credit. Yeah, we shouldn't change that.
Me Eastern Corridor Road no. In Eastern Corridor Road ankasa. Che almost bien White Town Road. And next Majari, let me call me Chrome 2 weeks from my Majari, ya yo wa kwen ni na. Ocean street lighting. Majari, Mahama ejai hohwe ene Jessica Tim kwan me ko Boeman Secondary School Jessica. Majari sa kwan no e dey si sey. Na uni Mahama plan of fire or just as straight na kwanta brewanias because of voting here. And before you don't call your chrome no, I was so used to rara. Now with the bank konya, ebe cut it through Okaja chrome to Jessica and Sanawanya, Eastern Corridor Quinafa. And this is for more Subobia, Magdalene Bisaya home, must say vote I am World Bank. But what to that 190th century because of vote. Until I say Mahama no on development or being votes. And then for the new MPP, but Majari would you call Eastern Corridor Quine so just can me where Quine. But for the why Yenny, I have faith. This is a them straight. And Ufi just kind Ufi KJB Equa. Didn't you so any cement ho baby? A whole say, yeah, quite no honor. And then my 3 million vote for say. The NDC mudia pa the pamacho sakufa do commission the bio transformer was here that say
okay
storm drain uba madina me the manu si uba madina Majari honorable Boniface here storm drain if you know how much goes into constructing a storm drain Majari it will marvel you it is a commission storm drain e Volta regional to stop flooding and he said the FIFA man for there pacho. And say Kufa do eboda baso.
Okay, me that say. I mean for ewa homa no so e. Ajo. Etimi enyina so. Ma me fa we e. Be ba to ma ajo e.
Ejo so ba Mike.
Yes sir.
Me did do Faki, me ka say female press station cycle.
Okay, yeti o.
Yo, ma me mo abaso. Ayo juma pa wo body abo my Ghana. Na me chia Peter Cray youth organizer. Abo mo sisa bo, ani you work Canada, mo ne bo change akona bo. Me bra. No na me bra Munkaira beka no. Woni se NDC ho, we parade o ma for mo dogo, na kana sa dogo. So o mo move the pillars one. We think say e kwa we mo na mo se ho mo World Bank. Di da bia me ka say voter rate pass in fact o man so ma dwe onye ma bi ho a. Hwe Peter mo wona bo e kwa ye MP ho. Hwe ne ma ha we say ye town road no ko asphalt ya de gusho. Na se ne voter rate obi ti be jo ka say voter NDC MPP nya hwe ho a. Di na NDC mo ba ma ya mo mo. voter say who so one na ya center day you see market and ya ha market catch you voter ready deep mo voter ready so go voter da who do it pan as it have the to man this no o ma for mo NDC dia yo ma je say e ho bank o de on the regions ni be ba bia o mo na to ma 1 party o ma yo je say just me nim ha o mo si mu o na me ka ayi kakra takra de de no we be free can name seven and walk no so can anka say to be jiro say okwa apem for no mo no me yeri tron no no de so ya ta nti mo jana de ye sacrifice no mi na le balo no de be ye ye ni ko kwa ya fi ni ma e woni say wan kasa wata na ye do mo ja ye ni ya why say ye di wan kasa wo ba de ye na ni ni jira say the country for no mo ko ho no mo na ko di sa juma no
yeah masa I mean you fem free so fix the country the omo ko hin no mo ko di he said juma evidence be na wa ultimate kasa asem Paris bafo from am be ba choma jo
Magdari
yes I tell
aleka afona ma
Kosi jeso ma me wa
Apo aleka ma Apo
Mentio. Hello.
Magdari
Hello. Aha. Obanuga.
Anya bro.
Ajelo Mentio.
Bro.
Hello.
What do
Baragu ma dog be now.
Oh, me hok be now e. Mi le nyoda.
Ja gba now e fia.
Yo, akpa kaka.
Atwini. Kan ni ba ya organizer lo national maltoma. Baragu ko ho na ma na ma Jerry ma yo fia.
Me ku me se ma kone.
Ma Jerry.
yes sir
Numere we ma minda was ani aduma we ye makana. Na eto de bi na ani partner si na eyem bro papa. Se NDC pa dey say Ghana han e trans in one. Anka NDC bi omo no mo ye bedding. E trans wo Ghana so. Say apart way I say no be trans ha kasi ya. Say voter region na MPP fu kodada. Unkasa say na ukano. Unkasa wa so oni asia wu. Unkasa na ukasa asa na ukano. Ukasa no oni asia wu. Is the way of police friend say fallacy of conclusion. Say no je ka ni pa de omo dada voter is that. Na ka NDC kwa de sese mu kasa. Cause che de voter si ye mawu. Ta parent ka santima mu dia ani pa ye ma MPP a. Ka menyi ni say MPP mbo NDC mu butimi we ni vote da. Because you kwa santi region we are NDC na vote on voter region bi sa. So na Kufu Addo ahwe we nyina no ye. Na obi be ka say na Kufu Addo commission Mageri ye transwa na former president mama ekochi monkey ekono ni trim e di afiko no ni trim ono mu twaba green book ni say achievement uchasi monkey agree uko we say atimba bi na do mama e di mpabo e school boy ba mu tani standboard kesi o di mpabo ni shakwala no o di afa transfer standboard this is and no see achievement do mama achievement e ti say former president na Kufu Addo say why ya aduma no tam na so odini ni atikosha we na eboni be
okay
NDC pa de you see the akos we nyina no mo ye no omo no mo sa do takura di ye nyina e ba no NDC ne shat na bika the catch of play well cause e bi ye kwa other stations ye kasa de bi no ba body aben kasa akwa de NDC ni ye ni sa you just imagine
but I say I am for next one Majo Yami adoboko yetio
Idin ke chira o fe mi so bo so ma take your pima min chia o man penyini eye nyu yo o jadi shi champion national organization Shuami do akamba ba yare e tore bi ala no mi ka sembi se bi e bia do no se mu so meka se bi fo a chire mahama yen se be ke bi a chire o mu because so tap on chine on jiwo abranchi na o chiwo no odimbe jiro fi su mahama e ta fun pa na why in shihama no kantra o di ade ebi mpe de sa fun mahama e to e manipulate the way mahama no no ye kitinu utu ho unye we Ghana ha ube tose ena Kufu Addo bay or the plan for food and dog baba ena aduanu ho aye na wo Ghana ha
Bruni or Mukura minister say be kra I said the Gama school for who were traveling the Usa Mahama to phone. Now can we hear them so mean by the car over got the media mean withdraw. What I say Mahama no one the king and it's empty to four. They be impressed. I didn't need Juma when I want to bread. That's a obi. I need demonstration. What they end this for and I somewhere back a customer. What they say to form or no more Sassam Yaba. That's empty me. Maybe what talk credit important to quality Munya, Uba off air. Near Mukachi and Munian, I am better. Munya, you will talk credit impo. Mumpel from Mufron, Coco, Mushroom. Now, we cannot say Papa for the bay. No, but we are gonna have in the watching Magana food bread, a dear Benny. No, but traffic who feel what already. Now, the catch is and then PPI will how I want to be tell the I mean, Kai Benson, oh, for the big Gilani, the Kofiafi Tomodo, Amawulamodo, who for the Mawulama, the Podo, the Meta War, the Padula voter ready. Look, you will voter ready.
Now, other na Casa won't carry a memete.
Let me say, Kai, they're not in here.
Debi kade na me ameti ano kasa na wo kan me mente enti se wo koka bibi kodu opani bi atema besi na ne mahu. Okay, I have given you the platform. You have to speak the language I made to me atias here. But that's it. Yo. But I say, Okasa na kaya no say, bibi ano ya shi na ewo ma mente. Enu nti eje for mo fan say bibi ano shi na ewo me dia. Beba cho ma memfa we majo. Na me ado mo ko echi o.
Pacho mi ko all about.
Okay.
Right, me pacho mi na wo cho hono mo o ka se me ba water raging mo. Pacho mai bi kan ma mi say kana almost my port bi o hono mo abe mo nyanye but ma fa director abe na na do by no matter ka more than 3 years no. It's a support no one fa.
Okay.
I for be a tia no hunka. Na Mike na maka se me akanchiro. Your voter regional we kwane enye. Ye gada fi ka se be chiro se o fi kwana pe voter nyi na isi korea road no. Apenya ka commission onye fi. Na wo pass after wa ko side on mo Mark. You see road minister ka se me fra quite be free stop town on mo eco gonu area on link to Angologa. But Uma Yafi about 9.5 kilometer road. Uma can parliament but Yahi. If the Catholic say we voterian, a brown kind of quit. Now we do not because of the party now belongs to not order that mafo. Like the car port to someone who besides say, you pana in a direct and more than 3 years no Jessica and Dino Maya on mono. And I was say.
But I say, Mammy fa a year, we so and twaso. Majo,
Come with them.
with them you two a general.
Anybody. Every of us. The moment, but the moment. Oh, my energy. Magari. President Buchan Mam said, baby, honorable Peter, I'm a woman, one or no.
Peter Maudi said, the one here, Peter Mau, 1 year. Yeah, 1 year.
What can't we be the one final?
Yeah, I don't know now voter region, yes, but no constituency specifically in the.
Woman, you don't want woman, you see, no one in my MP to wife. And this is what you do, Matia. What can number 2? That's it. The Bayer, you my party, and Mammo. My dream, Mammo. Someone Pamba MP. Someone fine on Mammo. You can't somewhere in chat room. Yeah, that's it. Now, taking one money, one more corner, and she's so far. I mean, you said, Kenya Breno, or your organizer, Juma Hono. Organize woman, no one can thank you. From late from our president, Lawrence Tam, ọba hɔ nom yɛ ɔmfa mpuntu ntumpuntu yɛnhwɛ sɛ wɔn paa na abɛyɛ mpuntu adwuma paa wɔ wɔn hɔ ɛnso MPP ba no mato abɛɛteɛ wɔn nso MPP ba mfa ho wɔn kɔ hɔ kɔyɛ adwuma kamakama nti wɔn adwene ma yɛn to aba pam no yɛnhyehyɛ wɔn akwan yɛ obi ama wɔn.
Bɛda se yo ɛgya mo ma mefa wo si paa sɛ yɛntimi ɛmfa ɔfrɛfoɔ bi abiem. Kwasiboja, Volta Regional Organizer de ma NPP. Wɔn sɛ airport na ho asɛm akɔsi sɛn.
Airport ana habo. Airport no kan.
Okay, airport.
Airport. Airport no mo. Oh, say there. No mo yeah. Yes, yes, President Mahama initiated the project.
Yes.
Omo be fi 2016 no. Now they haven't completed 40% of the project. Whole airport. The entire project, we could do what whole airport, no, was done by MPP. Because you saw the container 40 feet container that was the state of the airport and so lose the election. And if government is not committed to continuity, then there wouldn't have been an airport in there. Yeah, who said they should be commissioned. I was a start Juma. Until that project, no. I mean, up no mundu 30% of the project impo. And President Anado Baya obeso project muna odi do bibi odi do here and the movie. And that is the state of the whole airport. A fact, undeniable fact. The issue of Qatar port. There is no port. You have chief director. Now you have a director who does the preliminary works. If you don't put somebody to be in charge, the airport and yet it says 6-unit classroom, how about and it says 6-unit classroom blocker, who cover design now you cover contractor say YNC. There's so many work to be done. Now one
be supervised.
There's somebody need to be supervised. Somebody need to supervise. And I don't know where this is coming from. If not just mere propaganda. And then the issue of Eastern Corridor Road, my brother. NDC for the Eastern Corridor Roadway, I propaganda san. Okay, say 2008. And President Kufuor, Nanka Okoji loan be or they call constructive Polugu Dam. And they lose power 2008. NDC by under most, and on divertis, he can't say more the Eastern Corridor Road any and there. $500 million loan now, President Kufuor, and Kodi Kosi Polugu Dam, multi-purpose dam. Omo divertis omo di besi Eastern Corridor Road any ene ni omo aye from Asikuma to Peki Krampo eso etutu na nsia no mo san ko ye patching wo so NDC omo wie no and omo jumping from there and omo call from KJB to KJB to Dodi Pepeso to Nkwanta and omo de ma Kanazori after 3 years and esu nyina tutu ye no. Now, if you are talking of the Eastern Corridor Road, you are talking of Eastern Corridor Road in modern day, no, from Asikuma Junction to where? Yeah, we are talking about Volta. Say Volta and you're discussing. So I don't want to move from Otidamango to Nankpanduri. That is the largest stretch of the Eastern Corridor Road. So Munima, the Eastern Corridor Road is not only Volta. The largest stretch of that road is from Otidamango to Nankpanduri. That is the largest stretch. And so let me leave that for those regions to also debate on. And deal with the one within Volta region. The only portion in this year, no, Asikuma Junction to Peki and Omujaye. But what am I saying?
Okay.
MPP government and
no pen NDC for year.
And Omubaye and Omusambaye do the pepper so to Nkwanta the Kanazori one and Omujemu. You understand? Until you can imagine the stretch of the road from Asikuma Junction to Pasa. This only these two portions from it. Now MPP MPP as we speak, no. If you take from Nyangbo right to Leklebi to Ve to Hokwe, it is almost done. It is almost done. Now if you take Hokwe, Santo Kofi, Jasika to KJB, it's solid. Of course, the way it is solid.
Okay.
Then this even awarded that contract to GS International. ye ne ba ya sika no kromadi ye ne ba ya ne san ko fra
what can sika no omadi
na just na omo ko fa 200 million so omo ko see 5,000 housing units and then omo tutu papa so say 1,500 no musi no kra no
complete obi abe prove there so
what am I say so this is what we are discussing that long stretch of road omo ye and they are looking for places that it will end them vote nti omo ye peki kakra no mujemu no mo koye do the pepper so to nkwanta so kakra no mujemu. The rest of the road is being constructed by MPP. So why do you blame MPP when you harvest all the votes from these areas and you had 8 solid years? You couldn't even construct. Me say in Volta region, every good road in Volta region was constructed by MPP government.
Sir,
every good road in Volta region, far from Temamoto way to through Papa Bifre or Sophie Central Town.
Yeah.
And all Casa Bebre. Nikromu kwa MPP na yeye. They know ye no. Nikromu kwa MPP na yeye. MPP constructed that beautiful road in his hometown. He should be celebrating MPP. But he's ungrateful inti. In some kaka. In some cannot say it in tree.
Okay.
Me say every good road you have in Volta region today was constructed by MPP.
Okay. Possible, ja, Emmanuel.
Boss.
Yeah, that's why.
Madam Musa say.
Appropriate best share be.
Yes.
You be share be answer after na konewe.
Oh yes.
All right, okay. Good. Yane aye Volta regional organizer de ma NPP. Your friend no Emmanuel Kosiboja. Ono ni yene no we din come no. And a torchlight on the name special guest. DJ Thursday Kwaba. Pius Bedu Band send ebo bi chidom. Naomi Obenewa eka ne ho. Na Dr. Father Dixon na executive producer, general manager Kennedy Asantio say, Persia Waje, woman de boa me a yedi jumedi yedi egu apono so yedi mawo. Midin de Magjerio say AGYEMAN no china no pa. Benu beshia wa Ghana muntie so 5:30 king near the Ghana muntie near the Aisha so. Ya dwenju o mine ho. Yakobon chiro bibia me ma de ye good night. Oh da bompa ye ansa na wada because wunnim bra wode beda. Obeka wani egu so pa no hu sa abre no. Yakobon de be kura wa no watimi asen asori biem. Bompa ya sa wada wate. Yakobon chiro bibia DJ Talks e ba be bon yom.
Oha echi punk no. Needs FM.